Miss Chloe.
Hi.
My name is Melissa, and as the supervisor of the clinical laboratory, I would like to see if you are qualified for being lab assistant material. I would like to ask you some questions about yourself, your work history, your possible role here in our company, and your future plans. I hope to use this information and share it with my colleagues as we make our final hiring decision from a pool of qualified candidates. The interview should take around 15 minutes. Let me begin by asking you some questions about yourself. Chloe, tell me about yourself.
I was born and raised in the Philippines, migrated to Hawaii in 2002. I am currently attending University of Hawaii Maui College and graduating this coming spring with my associate degree. But I will still continue my college and pursue my bachelor degree in medical field.
What is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength is I am very good in making friendly relationship with people. For me to do that, I'm trying to find the common hobby interesting about this person and discuss the most on the topic by creating some humor out of this and gradually building a wonderful relationship, and I definitely help me to be in professional as well as the social life.
When was the last time you were angry and what happened?
The last time I got angry and what was the situation was accidentally much as possible. I didn't get my emotion to take over in order for me to think the solution to fix the problem. So what it is, no matter what, how the frustrated I am, I didn't try to keep myself. I tried to keep myself calm and professional. Since my anger won't be do me good in any ways, I control my mind not to be overwhelmed by this situation.
Okay, describe a time when your workload was heavy and how you handled it.
During the time I have heavy working load, I like to exhibit my patient with sense of urgency. Does mean I have to try not to let my customer see that my working load is heavy and let I try my work in a maximum efficiency to show them that I don't work overload as heavy.
Next, I would like to find out about some of your previous jobs. What was the biggest accomplishment or failure in this position?
The biggest accomplishment that I have first when I use when I promoted as a store manager at one of the fast food restaurant. That's my biggest accomplishment because they give me more a lot of knowledge for being a manager um manager level, like. And for the second one is that I went to Hawaii Academy School for to get my phlebotomy certification, and I graduated with that. And my failure one is when I actually think when the store in blackout and the register when shut down everything. So I have to do a manual and calculating in manual, of course. That's the failure that I have, that some of I get one long line and some of the customer need to leave because they're actually rushing to back to their job, and I cannot do anything about it because we don't have electricity, and I have to serve the food and I have to do is calculate it manually. So that's my biggest failure that I have in my position, that didn't the show to the customer that I got it, even though no more light. But yeah,
Okay. Give me an example of a time when you took the time to share a coworkers or supervisor's achievements with others.
when the time I being a prior general manager at the restaurant, the time a customer would comment the service of any of my employees, and I actually share it to them their achievement to the entire crew, and yeah.
Have you worked with someone you didn't like? If so, how did you handle it?
I'm not too sure if I did work with someone that I didn't like. I didn't really notice it. So for me to answer that question is I never experienced working with someone whom I did not get along with. So that's mean I guess everybody I get along with them to work. So I'm not too sure, but yeah.
Tell me about the time that you helped someone.
Is the time that I helped someone at work. This new girl that didn't know how to run register. So I actually talked to her on the side, like, is this your, ask her, this is your first time, but don't worry, we'll make it easier for you that you can run register by yourself. So I show her step by step how you run the register, how you collect the money. Um, for me to show that is I have to do it oral, and after that, a couple minutes, I told her to do her own, and I'll just watch, and she actually got it. So this is the time I help someone at work with a smile. So yeah.
Okay. Now I would like to ask you some question about the job you're interviewing for and our company. What interests you about this job?
I'm interested in this job. It's a lot of reasons. First of reason is that the pay is really relevantly good for limit limited cost time and needed to certify. Also, many people use phlebotomies as a stepping stone to enter a medical field and or lab field, and that's why I am very interested to this job.
What can you do for this company?
I can do this to this company, I propose a combination of my skill, I can use my experience to make sure I stand out from the crowd.
Oh, okay. And why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I can do the work and I can deliver expectational grateful result, and I will fit the beautiful and be greatest additional to your team. And so you should hire me.
What do you know about this company?
About this company, Clinical Laboratories of Hawaii provide a medical laboratory that service in hospital, medical group, and physician, and Aloha State. So your company is also offered that I noticed that you guys have full range of lab service such as a mobile car going to houses, and disciplines medicine, infectious disease, and toxicology. And it's also you guys company collect patient sample about in around 60 location through the island and operate several services laboratories, and it's also partner with hospital and health center and provide good testing clinical laboratories in Hawaii. And you guys also established in 1971. That's why that's what I found about your company.
Okay, finally, I would like to ask you some question about your future. What will you do if you didn't get this job or this position?
If I never get this position, I will keep searching more offer on this field that will suit my schedule and my goals. So also proceeding myself to, or I should say, encourage myself to find more um about this different about phlebotomist, and I should just search it and will fit my schedule. So yeah,
How many hours a day per week do you need to work to get the job done?
I work the hours that you agree upon the hiring, typically 40 hours per week for a full time, for the full time position, or whatever you have an open availability for me to schedule on your schedule and put it. I will actually, that's work also for me.
Mm. How do you measure success?
I'm measuring success by being wealthy and have a good title of my job, and happiness is the lifetime, which are some of the most common measure of success. It's also important to me to measure by success by giving the right away, because it's also form how I spend my time and my effort to this success thing.
Okay. Describe your dream job.
My dream job is to be a nurg- registered nurse that they carry understanding, non-judgmental, that has strong ability to empathize with the patient with for all walk of life. Being a registered nurse, I have to deal with sick and injury and their families on the daily basis, and I need to able to show them that they truly care about their situation. So also I would actually offer that being a registered nurse, show them how very taking care of them, and for me to show that I have like to show them step by step also, and by understanding that for them to see is to just I just gonna work hard for it, and for being dealing with sick, I'll make sure they're gonna be good after that. So yes.
Well, it has been a pleasure finding out more about you. We will be making our final hiring decision by next week Monday. You seems like an excellent candidate for our company. Do you have any questions for me at this time?
Any question for it? At the moment, I'm not. I don't really have any question at the moment. Maybe later on, if anything. And of course, I always can call and follow up with it. How did I do? So yeah, I definitely will do that. And no question to ask right now.
I appreciate the time you took for this interview. Is there anything else you think would be helpful for me to know as I decide on a candidate for this position?
About that this position.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said I'm not too sure if I have any question, or if anything you have my number, and you also can call me at any time. But no, I don't have any question.
I should have all the information I need in order to make a decision. However, would it be alright to call you at home if I have any more questions?
Yes, definitely you can always call at home, morning or night, around 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. I'm available at home, because I still work that. I'll be home, but that I'll be home that time, so you can always call. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, I'll be home, so you can call.
Okay, I will list it down. Okay, Chloe. Thanks again for your time. I will notify you on our decision as soon as we have made one. Okay?
Okay,
Thank you for coming.
thank you.